Hello and welcome everyone. This is a Pentesting Tool Series by CyberUnnat Academy, and in this episode, we will having deep diving into one of the most essential tool for any ethical hacker or a cybersecurity professional, that is Nmap, also known as Network Mapper. So my name is Pratap, and I'm conducting Pentesting Tools Series. You can follow me on Instagram @CyberUnnat and my YouTube channel @CyberUnnat Academy. So, what is Nmap? Nmap, the art of port scanning. Okay, that is a tagline of Nmap. Nmap basically a network mapper used to means it is used to scan the network, and it is also a reconnaissance tool. It is a active reconnaissance tool where we actually touch the target. Okay. In the previous episode, we look Recon NG. That was a means Recon NG is the passive reconnaissance tool where we are not directly touching to the target. Okay. So here we are touching to the target. So that's why this is a active reconnaissance tool. So, Network Mapper is one of the most powerful and widely used network scanning and reconnaissance tool in the cybersecurity and ethical hacking. The Nmap is open source, widely used for network discovery, also for security auditing, port scanning, service and OS detection, and vulnerability detection also. So, before going to the practical, we need to understand the types of the scans that is available in the Nmap. And this is also very useful if you are preparing for a interview or seminar or something knowledge sharing session where we need to understand this first theoretically, and we should explain to the in the interview or to the other stakeholders. So one by one we will see what is like TCP Connect scan, sync scan, UDP scan, null scan, fin scan, XMS scan, ACK scan, etc. One by one, we'll look in detail, and also syntax for it. So how to run that command. Okay. First is it's not first actually, but first topic to discuss here is TCP Connect scan. It's perform a full three-way handshake, TCP handshake with the target. Easier to detect by firewall and the logging system. It means it will detect. Use when the running Nmap as a non-root user. Base for the basic scan when the stealth is not a concern. So basic scan, it also will flood your network because it have the TCP handshake. The syntax is obviously we'll see during the practical also. Nmap-st and your target IP. Second is a sync scan, is a steal scan. Uh, this sends a TCP sync packet and waits for sync acknowledgement. If it receive, then it send the RST to then it send a reset to avoid a full connection. So it's a like that's why it is faster than the TCP scans and require a root privilege to run this command or to send the packet. The syntax is nmap hyphen small s capital S and the target IP. So basically this is a slower scan. This is a faster than this TCP sync. Third is UDP scan. It sends empty UDP packets to detect UDP services, slower than the TCP scans and often limited by the firewalls. Firewall restrict it. Are useful for discovering any services like DNS, SNMP, TFTP, like all the TCP services. Then null scan. Null scan send TCP packet with no flag set, like any flag is not set with the packet. Exploits how some operating systems respond to the unusual traffic. It helps to evade firewall and intrusion detection system that is possible using this null scan, and work mostly on for the Linux based machines. So these are the syntax for the UDP scan and the null scan respectively. Fifth is a fin scan. It sends a TCP packet with only fin flag set. If the port is closed, it should reply with the RST. So RST flag. So how it's like? It helps to bypass the some firewall packets and the packet filter. Because of this feature, it only with only a fin flag set, and if the port is closed, it should reply with reset. So this is how we can detect the firewall. Xmas scan. It sends the TCP packet with fin, push, and urgent flag, designed to confuse IDS, firewall, etc., and identify the open port. Here, as we means if the port is closed means by firewall or something, it reply reset to the source machine. To bypass this, the Xmas scan is like send the multiple flags and it's confused to the firewall and identify all the open ports. Xmas is named because the packet flag is look like a light up Christmas tree, so that's why it's Xmas scan. These are the syntax for the fin and the Xmas scan. ACK scan hyphen SA, or we can also mention all scan for this. It send the TCP packet with only ACK flag used to determine when the ports are filtered or unfiltered or not open. Helps to analyze the firewall rules. So uh, when we send the TCP packet with the ACK flag, if the port is closed, it's like filter or unfilter or port is not open. So that scan it's determined. So basically, if you want to go through the deeper dive in the firewall rule analysis, you perform this scan. With respect to output, you will be able to analyze the firewall rules and the status. Window scan. It's similar to this scan, but inspect the TCP window size in response. System return different window sizes depending on the port status. So this is a we can with respect to window size we can detect the target, and it is like not reliable across all OSs but can be effective for many OSs because OS is also very specific to window sizing. It will be able to detect uh, detect the OSs. Similar to the it's similar to the ACK scan, but not reliable because of not supported to the all operating systems. My mom scan. Basically, I don't know how to produce it, but maybe my mom scan. It send a fin and acknowledgement package in the TCP packet. Exploit the TCP behavior in an older BSD system to detect open ports. Rarely used today, but useful in specific legacy environment. Maybe if you have the older operating system, into that, it's help in the behavior exploit TCP behavior of the TCP exploits, and its system to detect the open ports. So basically, also useful in the legacy system to identify the firewalls and the open and the closed ports. This was the like syntax. The next is a ping scan. So ping scan generally only to detect the live host, send the ICMP request and get the response. So this is only a discovery scan. We're using this syntax. It's like SN and the target or target range. Suppose you can, it will detect the all the range within the target range. Also, it will detect the all the live host and list out the live host for us. Uh, Idle scan. It's completely stealthy scan using a third-party zombie host. No direct packet are sent to the target from your host. Means from your source basically. It's very hard to detect but complex to configure. So idle scan is used to like where you want to hide your host as a scanner. So how it work? Nmap-SL zombie IP means another host IP into your network that you want to show to the outside world that you are performing not from your IP, from the zombie IP. And then the target. So basically this will work as a middleman in between your IP and to the target. This is a idle scan. Protocol scan scans for the supported IP protocols, that is ICMP, TCP, UDP, so maybe -O, and the target is useful in identifying non-TCP and the UDP services or exotic network setup. So other than, suppose the network have the setup other than these protocols, so that will be help to detect all the protocols which are right now supported by the network. So these are some types. I'll again summarize these types to have you understanding. TCP Connect scan is full TCP handshake, default if not run as a root and easier to detect. Sync scan, it is a still scan, send sync and wait for the sync ACK. Doesn't complete the handshake, means that is a faster than TCP. UDP scan, scan for open ports, slower but essential for complete scan. Null scan, send packet with no TCP flag set and confuse some firewall, and it help to bypass the firewall. Then a fin scan, send the TCP fin packet flag and can evade the older firewall rules. Xmas scan, send the packet with the fin push and urgent, like the Christmas tree. Also, it help to confuse the firewall. ACK scan, used to map the firewall rules, not detect open ports. Filter ports it will detect. Then the window scan, minimum scan, ideal scan, ping scan, and the protocol scan. Basically, protocol is ping scan used to detect the live host. Protocols can use to detect what are all the protocols. Ideals can use to spoof your IP, use a third party as an ideal host. And this is for the use for some legacy. Right now, I don't think any use of this minimum scan. And the Windows scan, with TCP window size to detect open port. So now we'll see the practical. Hope you understand this, or you can go through theory. I'll show in our practicals also. Uh, Kali machine. I'm launching Kali. This is my test machine. So to launch a Nmap, you need to open a terminal. 99% possibilities are that Nmap is already installed in the Kali. If not, you need to install a package, but it should be there. So to launch a Nmap, type command nmap and we'll check for a help. Okay. So help command, as I mentioned, in anywhere you use help with the command, this will help to will show the man page for that command. So host discovery commands, target specifications command, all the scans techniques what we see SN, SI is a zombie, this is a syntax, SY, B port detection, -P for the port range 1 to 10 or 22 to like 1 to all 65,000 ports, that is F-R. So this is like a homework for you guys. Go through all these flags set with the command and try to use one by one. We'll see some of commands right now to how to do the basic Nmap scan for the network and the service detection and the OS detection. So first we'll check the IP address of our current network. Basically, I will be running the local VM scan only, not touching to the any public IP, because that I don't have the authority to touch any other IP. So within this class range 192.168.59.0/24, 24 we'll try to, 24, map this network. So first scan is a ping scan. For that nmap hyphen sn and the network range 59.1/24. It may take time depending on the network size, number of hosts live at that time, and the your speed of the network also. So this is it, detects all the live host, and done. It's take 28 seconds. So basically 30 second, half a minute. It basically it will try to see all the 255 subnet size over here and will check. So by this host discovery ping scan, we will be able to see all the live host in the network. So sample host, suppose will try to collect the information for this host. So we perform our first normal scan, simply nmap 192.168.59.129 is the IP, and hit the enter. Sorry, nmap and map. I'll clear this. Nmap 192.168.59.129. Okay, this is the first scan we saw without any flag or the TCP sync scan. By default it will select. Okay, so it took 13 seconds. So what we detect for the particular IP? Open ports we detected: SSH, HTTP, and RPC bind service is there. Second, we'll see now version for this port, like which version currently running for all these services. Okay, nmap hyphen sv for version, then 168.59.129 and hit enter. It it takes time. It's I don't know taking time with my machine. Maybe I don't have that uh, good processor because I'm having multiple VM machines are running and the other services also running. Okay, so see the OpenSSH version number detected, Apache HTTP 2.4.6 detected. Also there is a call of like CentOS RPC bind service detected, and the MAC address detected. Next, as we of this now we have got the idea of for this particular IP address and what are all the ports are open. Now we'll check for which OS is running. For this, the command is hyphen capital O and hit enter. It will do the OS fingerprinting. So till it's loading, you guys, yeah, it's loaded. Okay, less than 15 seconds, up almost 15 seconds. So it's detected Linux version. It's a VM adapter, so basically it will detect, and this is the OS fingerprinting happen. So basically we detected the open port, first all the live host into the network or the particular target range. Then we see the port scanning, which open ports. Then we saw the service detection, and then the OS fingerprinting, and lots of other flags also there which you need to perform. And be careful, only perform these only perform all these options into your secure and control environment, and make sure that you have the authority, or your own IPs. Don't perform this on the public range or any other IP that you don't have authority to do so. It will they can sue you regarding this also, because this is an active reconnaissance tool. So basically, one more flag is there to perform, suppose all type of scan. You just put the capital A flag Nmap and Nmap hyphen A 192.168.129.129, the target IP. It will try to detect all the possible possibilities for the host into the single scan. Come on. Yes. So see, basically like starting Nmap scan report for this host is up 997 is a close port, have the reset flag, port open 22, open SSH, the version SSH hotkey is also detected, 80 TCP, Apache version, potentially risky trace method that is also detected, some other flags and the information also detected, then RPC information, MAC address, device type, running operating system, and the trace route also, like how many hop count is there. Basically it's a direct connected to the VM, that's why it's mentioned one hop count. So these are some basic Nmap command. For other command, you practice by yourself into the control environment and your own IP. Let me know if you have any doubts, any questions. Do let me know in the comments, or you can reach out to me on my Instagram page @CyberUnnat. And this is the Nmap. And also I'm working on the other pen testing tools and series, and to I'll keep uploading to the same playlist. And you guys, if you want to stay updated, please subscribe to my channel, so you will get notification for each video uploaded to this series. And also I'm working on the other series also. Okay then, happy hacking, and bye. Let's meet into the another session. Take care.